How a man treats you is how he feels about you. But there's an exception, and that's that sometimes a man will treat you according to how he feels about himself. Like, a man is not going to grow with you if he does not prioritize growth individually on a personal level. Or a man is not going to keep it real with you if he doesn't keep it real with himself. A man is not going to be able to be forgiving and kind and compassionate and graceful with you if he's very shameful and critical and harsh with himself. And if he doesn't take time to love on himself, if he's not self-respecting and who he allows access to him and the things that he does, he definitely ain't about to respect you or love on you consistently in the way that you need. Now, that's not to say that if a man does you wrong, then tolerate it because that's not how he feels about you. What I'm saying is, before you even care whether or not this man wants a relationship with you, you first need to assess, has he cultivated a healthy relationship with himself? Because if he doesn't have that to pull from, he definitely doesn't have that to offer you.
That clip is from Derrick Jaxn, the guy who gets onto social media and pretty much tells us as men why we are not successful with women, how we don't understand women, and what we can do to better our chances with them. This is Derrick Jaxn. And it's very interesting, that first clip that you heard pretty much expounds on what he teaches. And I know that it's not fair all the time to give it an ad hominem to his arguments. But for this case, we need to. Because Derrick Jaxn is what I would consider the world's greatest hypocrite. He sits here and tries to tell men how they should behave on our behalf. Yet Derrick Jaxn is a crumbler of women's emotions, a woman's feelings, destroying his own family, and all the way wanting Instagram models and being for the streets. There's no kind of man like that I can respect. Let me just tell you, as a single man, a man who would destroy his own marriage and his kids when he's out here teaching something different is a man that shouldn't be respected. But it gets worse. Here's another clip of Derrick Jaxn acting a goddamn fool. Let's play that clip.
A woman will love you but still leave you if she ever realizes just how unloving she had to be to herself just to be with you. Because it's a frequency thing. If you ever been around somebody who didn't have any confidence, but your frequency is high, like you believe in yourself, you celebrate yourself, what happens? It's some friction there because they're gonna be calling you stuck up, you think you all that, they're gonna always think that you bragging. Whole time, you just got a higher level of confidence. Or vice versa, if you ever been around somebody whose frequency is on some like just negative stuff, they always got something to complain about. Meanwhile, you're optimistic, at some point, you're not going to be around them because the frequencies are off. So the same thing goes for a woman when she's in a relationship with you and you're unloving, you're unkind, you're malicious, you're neglectful. She has to be equally unloving to herself whenever you two are not around just to tolerate you. So if at any point she chooses to love herself, she gonna leave you. Not because she don't have love for you, but because the love that she now has for herself doesn't allow her to tolerate any more love from you.
Now, I want to talk about this. If you listen to Derrick Jaxn, you would believe that this is a man that has all the answers. Yet, I want to look at his ex-wife right now. Madame Noir put up this post. It says, Danae Jackson's glow up gets noticed on social media. Dr. Kia Moore posts a picture of Derrick Jaxn's ex-wife. Look at Derrick Jaxn's ex-wife now that she is free. My God, damn, she is fine. Look at her. She looks beautiful. If she wasn't what I would consider crazy, I don't know, because she be acting kind of weird and thing, but the lady is looking good. Look at how she looked before dealing with his ass. Look at how she looked previously with him. Now she ain't with you no more. Look at her now. Looking like she wanted to come deal with O'Shea. Looking like she's in a happy place. And you know what? I'm a guy that's really pro-man and my content. Even though I'm no longer associated with the Black Manosphere, I would say that my content is more manosphere-ish, more red pillish steel than mostly anything. But still at that, how can you come and talk about women, how to treat women, how to do all these things for women? But the reality is, my brother, the reality is this: you are a scumbag in your behavior of your own wife, who looks like she's doing great without you. And what that tells me is that, Derrick Jaxn, you're in a business in which you don't understand what you're talking about. You're in the business of relationships, but you don't know how to make them work. You are a grifter. You're just like Just Dusty Things. And this is what I see sometimes in the private sector with a lot of people. You're in the business to make money, but you're not good. You don't understand what you're talking about. And that is so prevalent in the black world. We have so many people who want to be business people, but they're stupid in the business world, such that they don't understand what they're doing or what they're talking about. Because if you knew what you're talking about, you would show evidence that you know what you're talking about. Now, it would have been different in my case if Derrick Jaxn had been married and divorced for some time. He's had time to reflect on those issues. But Derrick Jaxn just wants to keep the money going. And if you think that you're dumb enough to ever talk to somebody like him and take advice from people like him, when your own ex-wife is living her best life, now that you have stopped hurting her feelings, now that you have started or stopped embarrassing her publicly, that's one of the things that men, let me just tell you this. What I found out is women can take a lot from a successful man. And I hate to say this, but when she met Derrick Jaxn, he was probably a nobody. But one of the things that I felt like once he got on, she understood that it would probably be some level of him messing up sometimes. This is something that she probably easily came to terms with. Her issue probably was, Derrick, don't make me look stupid. Don't make me look crazy, Derrick. Don't make a fool out of me. Please don't do that. And I would say this is something that a lot of black men and men in general don't understand. Making a fool out of your wife, public spectacles, especially if the wife is being a good wife, that means your wife isn't cheating on you, your wife is taking care of your kids, your wife is taking care of you, yet you're still out here making a public spectacle out of her. Which I just don't understand why guys are going to do that and get married. Why do you want to do that? And Derrick Jaxn as a public figure, like it wasn't going to come out. Having sex with ladies inside of your wife's house, I'm going to tell you it again, inside of the wife's house. You can't get no more dumb than this. This jigger is inside of the woman's house where his kids sleep. You have brought the woman over there in your kid's house. Then you lied about it at first. Then you admitted it. Then you expect somebody to take somebody like you that serious. This is what I'm talking about. This is how dusty this Negro is. This is a dusty Negro. All up and down the street dusty. Weaving just dusty things. I really mean that. Just dusty things. And you have the unmitigated gall to sit, bring your black behind on this social media here. Nigga, if you don't take your ass on, somewhere and sit your 6'5" ass behind. Sit down. What? What's wrong with you? You should never make another relationship video again. Nigga, if you don't, like my daddy said, boy, I ain't gonna tell you too many more times. Well, I'm not gonna be telling you. I'm not gonna tell you again. If I got to raise up out of this here seat, boy, Derrick, you need to calm down, brother. You don't have no idea what the hell you talking about, bro. I mean, you are completely dusty. I'm talking about extra. Super dusty. It's just like dust everywhere. Asbestos dusty. And I'm not even the biggest dude about marriage and all, but bruh, stop. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jaxn, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.